Please welcome your 2026 Houston Texans.
Mike Tirico, my partner Greg Olson, set to bring this to you. Kaimi Fairbairn getting this one started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. Across the 20, we'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They're led out by the first-round pick in 2025 out of Ole Miss. It's Jackson Dart.
There's a lot to like about this young quarterback, and of course, we're going to have to wait and see. Can he take advantage of this opportunity in front of him? But he has not been shy. He says, I know I can play at this level. I know that I can lead an NFL franchise, and we're going to get a shot to see it here, and I'm excited to see what he can do.
He'll try again here, 2nd and 10. A play fake, now Dart. He's got his man, that's Slayton. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding him to just a short gain.
They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. Open man, that's Slayton. 13 yards on the catch there. That's good for a Giants first down.
And a Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
On the ground, it's Scalaboo. And he's going to be out of bounds following a gain of about 5 on 1st down.
At his own 48-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5. They'll go again with Scalaboo. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. 14 on the pickup. 1st down, Giants.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
And good hard running there. He'll push his way forward. Gain of about 5.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue.
The coverage too good downfield. They'll wind up taking him down. That's the former Defensive Rookie of the Year, Will Anderson. In for the sack. It's a loss of 9 and sets up 3rd down. shotgun. It's Dart. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Not much happening there, just a short game.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 9. Once again, it's Scattergood. He makes one man miss, but stopped quickly as they hold him to a gain of 1.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains, they're nothing fancy, but they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
Out of the gun, here comes Dart. That is caught. What a throw. Cam Scattergood. Touchdown, Giants. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Now it's Graham Gano for the PAT. He's got it, and the Giants will take a 7-0 lead.
Giants 7, Texans nothing.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This one taken at the 7. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Houston offense heading out to the field for the first time. They're led by the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2023. From Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
And after studying this quarterback, Mike, I really like the way he carries himself. He really takes accountability. Every time there's something that goes wrong, he puts it on his shoulders. And every time there's success, he's always the first one to give it to everybody else. That's the kind of leadership role you're looking for out of this position, and I think this guy's a great example of it.
They got 6 on that first down run, so it is 2nd and 4. One more time for Montgomery. And this will be a Texans first down as he gets this up to the 40-yard line.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
Not much there, maybe a yard.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. He was trying to connect with his tight end, Dalton Schultz. And third down coming up.
They tried to go with the quick game here in hopes they could do something with it after the catch, but I don't think everyone was necessarily on the same page, and this ends up being a wasted down.
From the gun, here's Stroud. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
So, on fourth down, on comes Tommy Townsend to punt for Houston. Gunnar Olszewski is deep for the Giants. I hit that a little too well, lands a couple of yards in the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense going to take over now for the second time. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So, they're double up here as they begin this drive first and 10. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 14
Give him
yards.
14 on that play, one first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. On the give, Scatterboo. He's beyond midfield to the 45. And they get him to the ground, but he's all the way down to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 23 yards. That's good for a Giants first down. On the draw, here's Scatterboo. And a nice job, able to dance away and get forward for a pickup of a half dozen.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. On the give, it's Scatterboo. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
A gain of 4 yards. That's another Giants first down. First and...
So, we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Giants leading this one early. And more from Houston coming up in a moment. Giants football here to begin the second quarter. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. As we are ready to get back underway. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
They'll get creative here on the jet sweep.
So, Mike, this is a great example and a great moment to bring up why it's so important for these offenses to make everything look the same. Formationally, pre-snap movement, because the second that motion looks like a jet motion and he's going to get the ball as opposed to a traditional motion, these defenses are so in tune with all those little differences, they know it's coming and not going to be a lot of game.
He dives, and what a catch for the first down. It's a gain of 13, and it's first and goal.
And the Giants first down. First and goal, New York.
You just love to see this effort, especially on third down. You understand, you want to keep this possession alive. You have to do everything in your power sometimes to bail out your quarterback, and it's exactly what he does here, and it brings up a fresh set of downs.
He'll step up and run this, and he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
It's a nice job here defensively. Down here tight, it's easy to be so concerned about stopping the pass that you lose sight of the quarterback when he decides to become a runner. Not the case here. Picks up a little positive yardage, sets up second and goal.
This one caught just past the pylon. Touchdown, New York.
I'll tell you what, this offense has come out and they have completely dominated here in the early going, Mike. I mean, this has just been methodical, sustained, back-to-back drives right down the field. And then to finish in the red zone, man, you just can't draw it up any better than that.
Gano on to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Giants move out on top, 14-0.
Texans nothing.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Here's Tremon Smith on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Texans offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
To the left side, caught by Schultz. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A pickup of 12 yards. It's good for a Texans first down.
This is quarterback play at its finest, is understanding and identifying the blitz before the ball is snapped. That's what allows him to get the ball out of his hand so quickly, throws it to his hot receiver in the flat. He does the rest.
And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
A second down throw for Stroud. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Here now, a toss to Montgomery. And he'll get about 6 out of that one before being forced out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 30-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Kirk is the motion man. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. And this is caught left sideline, but out of bounds, says the official. Incomplete. That ball a little late getting there. That's going to bring up third down.
So they're not going to come down with the reception, but, Mike, this is actually a really good ball. So with the coverage being as tight as it was, the only place that quarterback can put the ball is high and to the outside, saying, hey, if my guy can't come down with it and keep his feet in bounds, nobody is. The last thing you want to do is miss that ball on the inside.
And this is caught on the sideline. Going to have the first down. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe not. They say the feet were out of bounds. Wow. Big, tight call there. For the moment, it'll be fourth down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
That is intercepted. Picked off by Tyler Newbin. And a solid return as he gets it up past the 45-yard line.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
The Giants offense and running back Cam Scattaboo headed out for their next possession. Their lead sits at 14-0 here in this second quarter, looking to run away with this one before halftime. A run with the man out of Purdue. That's Tyrone Tracy. And a pickup of 3 or maybe 4. That's E.J. Speed getting in there to make the tackle.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
It is 2nd and 6. A run straight ahead, and that's Scattaboo. Oh, and the rookie puts it on the deck. It's a fumble.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
The Texans offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. This unit hasn't been at their best early on. Punt followed by an interception on their first 2 drives. He'll get this complete over the middle with Kurtz. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick first down.
1st and 10.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. That's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Here's a 2nd and 3 from the 33. They'll stay on the ground. Again, Montgomery. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
C.J. Stroud. It's a gain of 8.
That's such a deflating feeling for a defense here on 3rd and short. They've got great coverage, but they don't account for the quarterback picking it up with his legs. It's exactly what he's able to do here on the scramble. Fresh set of downs.
A run up the gut with Montgomery. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 22-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 6. scrimmage.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I back from Houston in a moment. 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Stroud. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
A 38-yard attempt.
Fairbairn's kick is good. And the Texans are on the board just before halftime.
Texans 3.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Fairbairn, after making the field goal, it's back out to kick this one away. On the return, it's Gunnar Olszewski. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Giants offense and running back Cam Scattaboo headed out for their next possession. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. To throw is Dart. He keeps it himself. And nice work there. Going to a slide and gain about 7.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
On 2nd down, Dart. Going up top. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Trying to connect with Cam Scattaboo coming out of the backfield. And it's going to be 3rd down. Throwing. Dart. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
And the Giants 1st down. A gain of 12.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Now Dart. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet inbound.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
They'll try and get there on the ground. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. So on 4th down, out is Jamie Gillen to punt for the Giants. Jalen Knoll deep for Houston. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Texans offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Back to throw. Stroud. This one is caught by Kirk. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their second, as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
And 2 at the 36-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 2. Now, Stroud. A short throw pulled in by Schultz. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now Stroud. Give him 11 on the scramble. And give them a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 11.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
So, halftime straight ahead, and we send it over to Scott Hansen, who has the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to kickoff of this second half. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Texans offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
A carry here from Montgomery, and he'll work forward for a yard, but that's all he needed. This is going to be a first down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
Kirk is the motion man. On play action. Stroud. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. That is Tyler Nubin up from the secondary, working his way in to record the sack.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. To throw is Stroud. Throw left side, taken in by Kirk. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 11.
They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. Stroud to throw. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
Finding room to the 20. And he won't quite make it to the pylon, but he's out of bounds right around the 1-yard line.
33.
A big play and a much-needed one as well. 33 yards.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
So close to taking that one in. Good job defensively. They're able to force him out of bounds just shy of the pylon, but you can bet when he gets up, he's going to look over at his sideline, Mike, and be like, no, coach, keep me on the field. I want to finish this thing off.
And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
Brings up second.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
Here's a handoff to Montgomery. And he will take this one across into the end zone. David Montgomery. Touchdown, Texans. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Stroud comes to the line. The Texans going for 2.
The Texans will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for 2 is unsuccessful. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Olszewski now to return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Giants offense ready for their first possession of this second half. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this first down. The drive will begin with a run by Scatterboot. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Dart can throw here. The blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that second down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3-and-out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
He's got his man complete to Johnson. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
And the Giants first down.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
On first down, Dart. And the defense not going to let him wiggle out of that one. They force him out behind the line of scrimmage.
What they teach these backs is when you catch a check down, immediately try to get vertical. Try to put a hole in the defense coming to rally tackle. So give credit to the defense here. They strung this out and made him go sideways, and they forced him to go so far sideways, he went out of bounds.
Pass complete to Neighbors. That'll be taken down after a gain of 9, and 3rd down coming up.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Here's a 3rd down and 4. And a shotgun. It's done. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. 15-yard pickup there. 1st down, Giants.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
On 1st down, it's Scatterboo. He's got space inside the 25. And he's into the end zone. Cam Scatterboo. Touchdown, New York. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about, and they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
Now, Gano for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Giants will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
Texans 9.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Texans offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with 1st down. So they start this on the ground with Montgomery. And he'll move this forward out to the 29-yard line. Javon Holland up to make the tackle.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 5. That's over the middle and caught by Collins. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Stroud connects with Collins, and it's a 1st down for Houston.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 31 yards.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
They'll give this to Higgins as they run the jet sweep. And that one shut down almost immediately. Good pressure from the backside. Left them nowhere to go. And no gain.
Well, that defense had that pegged from the jump, Mike. They tried to catch him a little off guard by doing a jet sweep to the wide receiver. There was no going anywhere on the outside. Great pursuit by the defense. No gain.
Throwing on 2nd down. Stroud. The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive, and what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Stroud. Catch left side is made by Higgins. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision maker. It's always a little bit of a letdown. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Fairbairn, after making the field goal, heads back out to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Giants offense and running back Cam Scattaboo headed out for their next possession. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Daniil Hunter with the stop.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. From the 31, here is 2nd and 6. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. We see a lot of this as they begin the 4th quarter on the ground. He'll bring this to the 40. That's good enough to move those chains. It's a 1st down.
And the Giants 1st down. 1st and 10.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points. At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. We'll get this into the hands of Neighbors. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, here comes Dart. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a 1st down. Here's Scattaboo. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped.
In motion, it's Robinson. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop it for no gain yet again. And now it's 3rd down.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. This running back's had a really nice day. So in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
Out of the gun. Third down. It's Dart. And that is incomplete. And Tyrone Tracy was the intended receiver there. And it's going to be fourth down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds.
Defense. Automatic first down.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Up the middle with Scatterboot. And a nice game there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 2. Dart going to keep this on his own read. And they'll have first and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
A gain of 15 yards. And the Giants first down.
It's pretty clear why this offense likes to get the ball into the hands of this quarterback, huh, Mike? I mean, he is just so effective in this area, and now he has them set up first and goal.
They'll run. It's Scatterboot. And that's a productive run. He gets this one down to the 4.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
That's hauled in at the 2. And he'll take it on in. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, Giants.
Touchdown, Giants.
Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Now, a 2-point conversion attempt coming.
The Giants
Throwing is Dart. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
Texans 12.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
Here's Smith to return it, and he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. They'll start out first down and 10. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He'll spot Higgins, who makes the grab. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
On the handoff, it's Montgomery. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
That one on target with Kirk. They've got it. Gain of 13 for number 13. And a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get
in trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Dexter Lawrence. He gets into drop in. It's a loss of 8.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense, immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
On second down, Stroud. He'll get that into the hands of Woody Marks. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
That's a gain of 8.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
Here's a 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Stroud. He'll air one out for Higgins. Down the field, but it falls incomplete. Jaden Higgins, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
He's going to look downfield once again. And he's in. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Houston. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Now Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Texans are able to cut the deficit to 10.
29. Texans 19.
Even with 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning, they're going to try an onside kick.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
The Giants offense and running back Cam Scattaboo headed out for their next possession. They're going to be trying to play keep away in this situation. Use as much clock as possible. Up a couple of scores as they start this drive. 1st and 10. Slayton is the man in motion. They'll go play action here with Dart. That's taken in. What a catch by Neighbors. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
2nd and 1 at the Texans' 33-yard line.
Dart going to fake the give and hold on to it. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the first down inside the 25.
A gain of 10
Here's a
yards.
timeout, Houston. That's their
And the
second.
Giants,
They'll be
first
disappointed
down.
there after giving up the first
It's a gain
down.
of 10. First down, Giants.
A run straight ahead. That's Scalaboo. Texans going to use the last of their timeouts here, and they'll get together prior to this second down play.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 21-yard line.
Now here's a keeper on the zone read. Probably should have given that one up. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
The tackle by
A lot of defense's strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on him, and in this case, they're able to hold them to no gain.
Play fake, now dart. That's caught left side by Bellinger. And he will score! Daniel Bellinger. Touchdown, New York. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Gano on to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Giants will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Texans 19.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Now, Stroud. A short throw pulled in by Schultz. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Bold decision there by this quarterback to attack a guy who's already made you pay for challenging him earlier today. He trusted his guy to not only win, but to defeat man coverage, and I think he got away with one there.
This one complete to Higgins. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
A 2nd down throw for Stroud. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Brian Burns, the former Panther, in there for the sack.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
That is is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on fourth and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away. Here's the Giants offense. Now they get set to take over once more. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts. So just one kneel down, and then time to shake hands. So a road win here for the Giants. They're able to get the job done in front of a hostile crowd as they come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. From Houston, good night, everyone.